Are you going to Bana?
No, because I have to see all of you there.
What do you
one
mean
time,
all of you there?
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. So one time when I was teacher, I decided to play mass in Toronto. Never again.
Oh my gosh.
What do you mean it was like Miss Mac? Get out of here.
There's no
Get out of here.
Y'all ready, bro? Low-key nervous. I'm shaking. Okay, everything set? Alright, hey guys, as you can see, we started something new. This is not Nfof. This is off the top. This channel, we're just going to be doing podcasts. We are located. You want to tell me where we're located, Tamani?
We're located in Ajax.
You got to put the mic to your mouth. Come on, bro.
We're located in
There
Ajax.
you go.
Ajax High School.
We have a special guest today, the principal of Ajax High School.
Hello, folks. This is Miss McIntosh, principal of Ajax High School, joining you here on Off the Top.
Yes,
Ready to do the new show today?
And we're just going to get started with these questions. Whatever you guys want to know, just put them down in the comments and we'll just add them in the next video.
Let's roll.
All right. Go. Start it off, Tamani.
So obviously
The mic,
everyone wants
Tamani.
to know- Oh, my apology. So everyone wants to know, what made you become principal and then what led you to come here?
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the journey. So the one thing that you need to know about me is I don't do anything traditional. So after university, I decided to go and teach overseas in Japan. And when I was teaching in Japan, that's when I fell in love with teaching and becoming an educator. Before that, I thought I was going to go to med school and be a doctor. But my time in Japan, which was the best decision I made in my life, led me to my passion for teaching. I like kids. I particularly like high school. I tried teaching elementary to start, and wasn't for me. I have a love and a respect for elementary teachers. They do magic with kids. I'm sure you could agree.
Yeah.
Right?
They know how to talk to us.
Yeah.
Right.
They know how to treat us.
Elementary is a special place. Anyways, high school is my passion. It's my love. That's what I did when I was in Japan. And so after that, I went to teachers college, became a teacher. And it was a former principal that I had when I used to work at Dunbarton that tapped me and said, you know what? You need to start thinking about becoming a vice principal at the time. And I was like, me? Nah, that's not my gig. I love the classroom. I loved coaching. I used to coach 3 sports. Oh. And so when he said that to me, it gave me food for thought, to be truthful. And then I started. So really becoming an administrator, vice principal to principal, for me, it means being able to have a lot of influence and impact over kids. And I treat it as an honor, I have to tell you, because to do this work and to become an administrator is not easy. Not everybody, it's not for everybody, and not everybody, it's not their strength. But I think that I have found a sweet spot in terms of my approach that resonates really well with kids. And so that's kind of a little bit about how I got here. I was a vice principal for about 13 years, long time. And then got promoted. You have to do courses and apply and all those kinds of things, right? But, I got promoted, and then Ajax. I picked to come back to Ajax as my first principalship.
Let's go back to Japan.
Yeah, let's talk about Japan. I love to talk about Japan.
That's a completely different environment.
Right?
Did you have to learn
Japanese? I did. So let me tell you.
So you can speak Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
I can say konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
What is that? Hello?
Genki desu ka?
That's hello, right?
Genki desu ka?
That
means how are you?
Oh, see, there you go.
Anyways, so Japan,
Translate.
I would love to talk to. Oh my gosh, I have a love for Asia. So Japan was something completely different. So didn't know how to speak a lick of Japanese before I left, like nothing. Never tried sushi in my life.
This guy right here loves sushi.
Yeah.
Oh, and I love sushi.
Had some
like
yesterday.
I love
Yesterday
sushi right
was
now.
sushi.
Anyways, and so when I went to Japan, I was there for 2 years, didn't come home for 2 years, right? So let's talk real talk for a minute, okay? Miss Mac, self-identify as a black woman. Asia is pretty much a homogeneous society, right? Primarily Japanese. And so think about the black lady tall black woman in Asia, right? So I was a bit of a spectacle,
Yeah.
right? I kind of felt like a superstar.
Do you feel that held you back? Your time there? Or?
Not at all. Not at all. I embraced it.
Mhm.
I embraced the opportunity to connect with people, to learn, because really, like, people would come up and they like touch my skin. It's real. You know what I mean? Like, they come and touch my skin.
Touch your hair.
Touch my hair, because I used to have like long hair, right?
Uh-huh.
So they come and touch my hair. They had just, it was a curiosity. And so I nurtured that curiosity through conversation. Right? So you want to talk, you want to figure out about black people, no problem. I'll talk to you about black people because I love my people. And so, and
Did they know English out there?
yeah.
Did it
So
end up, like-
in school, you have to. They go to school 6 days a week in Japan.
So that's like the second language.
Saturdays?
Saturday school
Oh,
in Japan. Yes,
man.
Saturday
Waking up to
school.
go to school on a Saturday
would be
Everybody
awesome,
goes Saturday
bro.
school, and so their second language, which is what I taught, was English.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody learns English. So everybody wants to talk to you too in English to practice.
Yeah, see,
right?
that's not me in French.
So were you like,
I hate French.
when you went there, you were an English teacher at this time?
I was an English teacher,
Okay.
right? So I taught English.
you
at
a
the
fun
high
English
school.
teacher
I
or
was a
boring
fun
one?
English teacher.
Are you sure?
The
Because all
kids-
English teachers say that.
Nah, the kids wanted to hang out with me all times outside of school. They wanted to go here, there, everywhere. We used to do lots of fun stuff together. It was a time. It was a time. It was really great.
Let's go back to your childhood.
Oh,
Did you ever play sports? Because I seen you in the gym shooting basketball, but it wasn't a sight to see.
Yeah, so that's a sight to see. Maybe that's a sight to
It
see.
was not. You're missing a lot of shots close up.
Okay. I am not in
I
the
seen it with my
gym
own two eyes.
regular,
I was watching.
so
Somebody tapped me and showed me.
Yeah. But I wasn't even
Okay.
warmed up. I was just throwing the ball around.
Like 2 feet away from
Okay,
me.
that's enough. So when so I used to do three sport athlete. So
Uh-huh.
I did basketball, baseball, track every
Baseball.
year.
How was baseball?
Love baseball.
You loved baseball?
I don't know
Yeah.
anyone
So I
that
did
plays baseball.
baseball.
Which one?
I did it in the community. Like I did
Mhm.
rep baseball, and then I did baseball at school.
Okay.
Yeah, three
which
sport
Which one
athletes.
are you better at? That's
Track.
three.
Track is my thing.
Track?
Yeah, track is my
What
thing.
event?
200, 400, 800. Then eventually I became a longer distance runner.
1500?
Huh?
Have you ever done
1500?
1500?
Correct.
What
1500.
about
I've done some
100?
marathons. No, I'm not. I wasn't a sprinter. That wasn't my thing. I need more time to get to my top
We just
speed.
had a bet. If I beat you in a 200, I got to be principal for the day.
Oh no, you'll kill me. You
I get
have
to be
youth.
principal for the day.
You have youth on me. I'm older.
I'll tie one hand behind my
no,
back.
No, I did that outside with a couple of guys
Oh.
in the fall, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that again.
Speaking
I'm gonna hurt
of,
myself.
Teachers racing, did you guys see Mr. Dillon race?
We should do that as an
Mr.
event. That would be
Dillon?
Yeah,
crazy.
Mr. Dillon had a
No,
race
you're
against a no-no.
You're gonna crush
We
us.
should do it as a bio event.
No.
Teachers.
No.
Why?
No.
Teachers
Not
track and field day.
No.
It'd be
I'll pay
amazing.
to watch.
We can do
I'd-
teacher
I'll pay
something else.
$15.
I've suggested a teacher versus student dodgeball game.
We'll win that though.
We'd win that, yeah.
That's
I think
easy.
it'd be a little bit more
That's
competitive
easy.
if we had
Wow,
like.
look
That
at
is
you. That's some
easy.
confidence there.
If
I
we-
like
Adam
that.
out there. That's how confident we are.
I like
Adam can.
You'll pull Adam out
We'll
there.
put
That's
Adam
funny.
out there.
No, we'd crush you. We'd crush you.
We'll put Adam out there with no
we
problem.
would
Where
crush
is he
you.
coming
no
from?
Problem.
Where are you coming from?
No
Yeah.
problem.
What are you doing,
Oh,
Adam?
and there's Adam,
What are you
our
doing,
host, who's joined the scene
What are you
today.
doing, bro?
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh,
dude?
You know.
What is that supposed to mean?
Adam went on his puffers, not Adam.
Wow. So you
took
can't bring that in.
offense.
When I take my
Wow,
puffer,
that's
I'm just
not nice.
different though.
This is all about positivity
We are positive.
here.
This is
Come
Adam.
on now.
You know,
I'm
Come
crazy
on
at
now.
dodgeball
organizer of
though.
NFOF. But not off the top because you know who that is. Makai, put your head down.
I really think that would be a good buyout. I think a lot of kids.
We
would
need
show up
something
for
with a
that.
teachers event only though.
Teachers
Students
event only.
would pay in the summertime. Just sit up in the field. That would be amazing.
No.
I'll even pay $20
How about
to
a
see
teacher
that.
versus student like water fight?
A
A water fight? That sounds like a
Water
good
balloon
idea.
fight.
Okay, so here's what I
But
suggested.
how would that work?
Here's what I suggested. You ever seen, who did I say this to? To Yes Day? You ever seen Yes Day, the movie on Netflix?
No.
Okay,
Yes
so
Day.
so you
No,
need to
no,
see
no.
it. There's this one scene in Yes Day where they have these 4 teams, they're with colors, and they have water balloons in this thing, and it's like kind of like capture the flag and water balloon fight at the same time. So
Oh.
in your team, you're trying to capture the other person's. It was in a park, so it was like this flag on top of a structure, but in order to get there, you can get hit by any water balloons. Though you became a target, so you had to work with your team to maneuver to get to the
Wait,
flag.
so you could run around with the water balloons, or
Yeah, trying to protect. It's like throwing them at people, and if you got hit, you were out, right? But if you got to the flag, then you win. The whole thing was your team. Someone from your team had to get to the flag and capture it, but you had to bypass all the water balloons that were being thrown at you at the same time.
See, the teachers
I think
were
that'd be
able
fun.
to-
I wanted
See,
to do
cold
that
water?
since I saw it. You have to watch that clip. Look it up on YouTube. The Yes Day water balloon fight. It has a name.
Summertime activity.
Oh my
If we
gosh!
were
I
to
thought
do
that'd
that-
be so good for June.
If that was our bio, the teachers would not be able to keep up with us.
You know
Oh,
what
we
you could do?
wouldn't. But it'd
You
be
get-
fun still. It'd be fun.
You get the wood shop class to like build something like a
Build
platform.
a structure or something.
You
Yeah,
put
that
the
could
flag on
happen.
top and then
that
that's
could
it.
happen. That could happen.
That'd
But
be
I think
amazing.
that kind of engagement I think is fun for kids. You know, you
Yeah.
see
More fun
you
stuff.
see us in a different light,
Mhm.
right? We get to kind of like bond in a really weird way, but you
Makes
know,
the school
Throwing
more
water balloons at
enjoyable.
each other.
that kind of thing I think is fun.
Yeah.
I do.
Water balloons? It has to be cold water though, because if it's not cold water,
Well, we would do
has
it
to
in
be
we would do it in
freezing.
like May or June when it was hot
Yeah.
outside, right? So then it becomes like a refreshing thing after. So, anyways,
Mm-hmm.
what else do you want to know?
So back onto the sports topic though, right?
Talk to me about sports.
So when you were playing baseball, track, and basketball, did you ever think of like maybe this could have been a profession for you?
Oh gosh, no, no.
Tamani, we seen it.
I
I'm done.
I never like sport to me was just for fun. It was just a way to stay healthy. It was a place where I could like hang out with my friends, truthfully, right? I liked that part. But I'm all about being a student athlete, right? So I was always a student athlete. I was the student who never got in trouble. I was on the honor roll every year. I was valedictorian of my class. And so that sport was just, I was athlete of the year in my last year. Like I was just doing it for fun, right? Not because I thought I was going to go on to do something like get a scholarship or anything like that. Plus, you have to understand, like my parents were immigrants to this country. They worked hard. They're middle class, working hard. Their aspiration for me was always to do better than them. And that meant going to post-secondary. So their sights were just set on post-secondary. They weren't going to let sport get in the way for me. That was their perspective. I'm not saying I hold the same perspective, but for them, that's what they believed. And I respected that. Right. And so they always saw education as a way out for me to do better. And so that was my whole focus the whole time. They loved that I played sport, but that was never the focus ever. And they didn't really know how to navigate that world in terms of getting scholarships and doing all of the high level sports stuff, like commitment that you need. They couldn't drive me around and stuff. They just didn't have the resources to do that. They were working class people who I respected immensely because they've always provided for us, right? So I wish maybe I could have gone on to do something with track, but I just never took it that way. And I didn't have anybody who was pushing me in that direction. You know, sometimes you have a coach or something who helps you navigate. That was never something that I saw. Everybody always associated me with academics. Eleanor's the smart one. Sorry, Miss Mac. Miss Mac's the smart one, right? That's the thing that people always saw in me. So that's kind of where I gravitated to.
But like, how do you feel about like, you know, some kids, they don't think post-secondary is for them, but like their parents kind of like force it onto them.
Yep.
Do you think parents should like just like be more on their side instead of doing what they think is best for their child instead of what their child thinks is best for them?
It's a great question. It's a really good question. I'm going to have two responses to that. I'm going to talk to you from I'm going to put my younger self on and talk about my experience with my parents. And then I'm going to put on my principal hat about how I've changed that perspective.
Yeah, because there's two perspectives on that.
100%. So as a young woman growing up, my parents were forced post-secondary. There was no option. You're going to university, right? So I always knew I had to go to university.
Yeah.
And they always forced that I had to be go into a profession like doctor, lawyer, dentist, right? And so I always resented that, to be truthful. I was a good person, so I never really talked back or rebelled or anything like that. But when I look back on it, like I really resented it. And I rebelled a lot when I went to post-secondary because I was like, that was one of the reasons I left home to go to
post-secondary. It feels like you're more forced to do it, so you don't really want to do it. It's not something that you really want to do.
And then they put me, like they had this super high expectation. And so when I wasn't meeting that expectation at post-secondary, because I struggled a little bit my first year, I felt like I was disappointed in myself. So the one thing I would say to parents now, especially like immigrant newcomer parents who tend to have that old way of thinking, don't push your kids to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the freedom of choice
Yes.
now, because it's different than when they went to school. Even when I went to school, there's so many more opportunities and there's so many more professions now that they don't even know of,
Like,
that
you can be an
I don't even know
entrepreneur.
of. This is what I
Your own
mean.
business.
This is what I mean.
Yeah.
But that makes, I think for a lot of parents, that's scary,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because it's uncertain.
There's no backup plan to it.
Correct.
Yeah.
But I encourage, I'm all about that. I'm all about taking the gap year, right? Go find yourself. I'm all about travel.
Yeah.
I also think that people you don't have to go to university anymore. Back in the day, that was a thing, but you don't have to go to university. You can go and just leave school and go and become an entrepreneur and be more
A lot of
successful than
millionaires
me.
don't even have a degree.
This is what I mean,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people leave and have an idea and want to go on to be super successful. And I have a lot of respect for those people.
Mm-hmm.
I would be a little nervous myself, but if you have a passion, cultivate that passion. And parents need to be standing behind their kids and cultivate that passion and leave the door open. It's so important.
So speaking of business, what are your thoughts on NFTs? Because that's a new thing.
NFTs?
You don't know what NFTs are?
You haven't like seen any of them?
NFTs.
It's this
No.
new thing.
Nope.
It's like, okay, so it's like a picture online.
Yeah.
And then millionaires are going, or like people that have money just buy it. And then people like, they pump it up and the price goes crazy, skyrockets. And you could sell it. So like you could buy a picture for say $100.
Yeah.
And then in the end you could sell it for $200,000.
Like a portrait, like art?
No, it's like digital, like a profile
Oh.
picture on Instagram or something.
No.
Yeah.
I've
Just
never
you never
heard of
that.
this.
It's all over internet.
What's NFT stand for?
Non-fungible token.
No, I don't know
There's no
anything
way.
about. Nope. So you can buy. Hold on.
It's like a JPEG picture you buy, and it just like goes up in price, but it depends on which one you buy.
a picture of who?
Like a monkey or something.
No.
I can show you. Let me show you. Let me pull up one.
Why would people do that?
I don't
I don't
Why
got
would
it.
I don't got
people
it. There you
pay?
It's just a picture.
Some of them look cool, some of them are, animated and they can
But, like-
move around and stuff.
And people will pay?
Pay. Some people pay $200,000 just for it.
Yeah, but then do they own it after?
They own it, but like
But then somebody else could find the same thing on the internet.
but it's
and-
not like they own it. They could say they own it, but like you could go on the
Right.
website and it shows the owner of it. So it's not like someone else can own it.
But it's like it's art that people make. Like Joel made this,
Yeah.
and if he takes a picture of it,
Yeah.
he can put it online and people can buy it and stuff like that. And it's one of a kind.
Mm-hmm. There's only one of
Yeah.
each picture in the world, but it's like collection types.
You can literally do anything.
So you could do like a digital collector's thing.
If you have money,
Really?
yeah. If you
You can
if
put
you up
them,
like that.
you can group them together and you could sell it for more, and then it just gains more money over time. It's like museum, it's like art in a museum, and then you can sell it
Wow.
after type thing.
Who started this? Like, who came up with
I
this
don't even
idea?
know. I
Do you
mean, it's
know?
been out for a
I just-
while,
I
but like
just-
I think it's been out for a while, but
One
like
day, open my
No,
phone, see a
really?
picture of a monkey found
seen a picture of a
NFTs.
monkey with like a band-aid on his head
Yep.
going for $200,000.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of people think it's a scam. That's why I asked if you knew anything about it.
Yeah.
For you just introduced me to something new.
Mm-hmm.
There's actually a couple students
on.
here that
Have
know a lot
created
about it.
something or have bought something.
I don't know if Lejean has he made anything?
I mean,
He knows
people,
a lot
people
about
buy
it.
stuff in stocks and stuff, but I don't think they do anything with NFTs because right now there isn't any good NFTs to like buy right now because the
Right.
market's so like inflated.
Wow.
But a lot of people think it's a scam because it's just a picture.
It
and stuff.
sounds like a scam.
But like they don't like realize that if you buy this NFT, say you buy it in a collection, there could be more to it. So like say like a basketball organization sells these NFTs, they can make anyone that's a holder of the NFT
Yep.
only allowed to be courtside. If you don't have their NFT, you can't be courtside. That's what they're thinking of doing in the future. A lot of people are doing it.
Wow.
Like this one guy, Gary V.
Yeah.
He has his own like NFT line collection, whatever you want to call it. And whoever purchases NFTs, bought
Yeah.
it for like say 2,000,
Yeah.
sells for like 40K. But you do what you want with it. But like if you have his NFT, you could go to his speakings. Only the people that have his NFTs can go there.
Interesting. So then why wouldn't you as a student create something?
Because you need a hype for it. you can't just put it out. There's so many people just pumping NFTs into the like the market, but people aren't gonna buy it because if there's no value in it, what's the point of buying it?
So it's people that are.
It's like a new way of making money.
Interesting.
Even for artists to give back to like their fans. I don't know if you heard about Tory Lanez. You know Tory Lanez, right?
Yep.
Canadian artist, Brampton.
Yep.
Born and raised. So like he made an album.
Yeah.
Only 1 million copies. Sold them for like $1. Once you buy it, it's yours.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, people are selling it for 40,000.
Right.
So it's
because
a way
there's only 100. They're
there's only 1 million.
creating a demand.
Yeah. Only 1 million copies of his album. So it's kind of like a way to give back to their fans.
Interesting. I'm very curious about. I've never heard of it, but now I'm going to research something. That's cool.
I just want to know because a lot of people think it's a scam because like the whole idea.
It sounds scam.
It sounds like a scam,
right? But there's got to be some legitimacy to it at some point. That's interesting. Huh.
Okay. So we know that there's some teachers' lounge, right?
There has to be a teacher's lounge.
There
Don't
has to be
lie to
teachers'
us.
lounge. I
There
know
has
there's
to be a teacher's
multiple
Wi-Fi
offices,
too.
and we know there's definitely there's no teacher lounge.
A teacher's lounge.
Yeah.
Somewhere teachers hang out and they have like amazing Wi-Fi.
And they have coffees and stuff in there.
Nah,
They make coffee in there.
they have departments.
Is there a teacher Wi-Fi?
No.
Where they have better connection.
We all jump on the same Wi-Fi
All
that you
same
do.
Wi-Fi. Everyone uses the same stuff.
We're
She
all
has to
on
be
the
lying.
same.
It has to be why it's so slow.
Wi-Fi.
Because everyone's on the same
Everyone's on
one.
the same
We need some
Wi-Fi.
faster Wi-Fi, Miss Mac.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna lie.
Listen, there are schools. Listen, you know that there are still schools in Toronto that do not have Wi-Fi in their buildings.
No, I
So
didn't know
the
that.
fact that we have access, the fact that you guys get devices
Yeah.
from the school board, you know how many other school boards don't have that?
That's true.
So we need to be grateful.
I agree.
I heard that
for what we have. You always want something more, but you have to be
We don't want
grateful
it
for
more.
what.
We just
yeah,
want
you
it, like,
do.
just a
Yeah,
little bit of
faster.
an upgrade.
Yeah,
Just a
you
little
do.
bit of a little.
Yeah, you do. Now, listen. Imagine we have this Wi-Fi here. There are 1,200 students on the Wi-Fi at one time every day, plus plus staff. Okay,
Yes.
so 1,300 people are all on the Wi-Fi at one time. You know how that runs. You know
Yeah.
how that works. So, of course, it's going to be slow.
They should have like a teacher section for Wi-Fi and then a student one. You know, get 100 people off the Wi-Fi
Yeah,
first.
well,
Mhm.
The money.
That's the money.
That's money. That's money,
Uh,
right?
The
This
money
is where your
is
tax
whatever.
dollars are going.
True.
Our tax dollars.
Well,
Your
my
parents' tax dollars.
Our parents'
Your
tax
Parents'
dollars.
tax dollars.
Oh.
So what was your favorite? We just talked about like Tory Lanez and stuff like that.
Yep.
Who was your favorite artist growing up as a child? Because it's completely different to the artist now.
I would probably say
Michael Jackson?
you can't and don't
Michael
laugh at
Jackson.
this because it's a different time.
Okay, when you say don't laugh at it, I'm probably gonna laugh at it now.
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
She's
cool,
my
that's cool.
all-time favorite artist.
Why
I've
was she
been
your all-time,
to
though?
every Janet Jackson concert, everyone
Everyone?
that's come to Toronto. Yeah, my last one was 2015. Why is she my favorite? She's a bit of a rebel. I like that about her. Wicked dancer. Okay, wicked. I love to dance.
Not that many artists can
runs in their
dance.
family, to be
I
honest with you.
love to dance. She's a wicked dancer, and she has. I don't know. She's different than the rest of the Jacksons. There was just something about her that she is too. She looks the same as the Jacksons,
Yes,
but
she
she doesn't
does.
have the
She
same
does.
attitude as the other Jacksons. Maybe she does now, but at the time she didn't. And I don't know. That just I was drawn to her. It was really her stage presence with her dancing. I used to do like step when I was in high school, and I used to be on a dance crew, and I thought I was
Dance crew.
hard. Yeah, you know.
What was the
like
dance
that.
crew called?
I don't remember.
You
It was
don't
at
remember?
Pine Ridge. I don't remember.
Pine Ridge.
The Ridge, man. Yeah.
Do you still remember like the steps that you guys
No,
did?
and you're not gonna ask me to do that
can't-
right
you
now.
can't
'Cause that's
just,
not gonna
like, you
happen.
know,
You could
No,
just
no,
show
no,
this
no,
little
no,
two-step
no, no,
off
no.
the top. You can't just
No,
do-
but I used to love step.
So
Loved
who's your
it.
favorite artist now, or is it still Janet Jackson?
So I still love Janet Jackson. Who do I rock to in the car? So I'm into like Afro beats, reggae,
Yep.
little hip hop. I don't like the hip hop now because I don't like the N word. Too much N word, N word, N word, N word. And the quality of the rap right now is garbage. Like garbage.
New York's kind
Oh.
of.
Garbage.
New York got what they got.
New York got what
Sorry,
they got
I
right
know
now.
your
New York got
fans
what
may
they
not
got.
like that, but the rap right now is garbage.
Yeah.
Even Drake.
Anyways, no, I like Drake.
You like Drake?
But Drake's like confused right now. Like
What do
I
you mean
don't like
confused?
I don't like
What's he
the
confused
baby. I don't like any of these. I don't like them.
Okay.
You don't
Right?
like, You like Drake?
I do like
But you
Drake.
just say
Wait,
he's
what is he
confused. What is he
confused
confused
about?
about?
Yeah.
because he had like quality music for a while, but now he's like stepping into this form of music that doesn't make no sense.
He has to change with the environment.
I know he does
Exactly.
because he has
You
to keep
gotta
with the
adapt.
times, but I don't like where he's going right now. But anyways, I do like Drake. I have all the Drake albums, so I'm a Drake fan. But
Do you feel like Drake did a lot for Canada as a country?
oh, did he ever? He put
Biggest
the
impact?
6 on the map.
6 on him. That is true.
He did. Don't tell me about Tory Lanez because Tory Lanez didn't put the 6 on the map. That was Drake.
Tory doing his thing.
He's doing his thing.
There's
but
also
So,
Justin
Drake-
and the Weeknd, you know.
And
they did
there's
The
the
Weeknd.
Weeknd. There's
Any
Dan
way you can get one of them to come to the
Caesar,
school,
There's
please.
all kinds of people.
It would be
right?
nice if you could somehow, shoot out an email. and they
No,
come.
Drake,
I
and
can't
then, like,
do
it would be
that.
nice.
If
go on
I
the
could
stage
get,
with
I can
Drake.
get Daniel Caesar to come to the school. I have a connect to Daniel
Really?
Caesar.
Get him here.
Get
I want
him
to know
here.
what his
We
next
might-
album is. To
I
be
can
honest
get
with you.
Daniel Caesar to come here.
Before we go
on the podcast, that'd be
Grad?
crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
At
yeah.
Grad?
There's your ratings go up the roof. I can get Dan Caesar.
If
I've
he shows
connected
up at
Dan
grad,
Caesar.
that'd be cool. Sings for us when we're leaving.
But I'm into
Just try to get him on the
yeah, so
podcast for us.
Afrobeats
That'd be,
is my
you know.
thing. Really, a lot of Afrobeat, a lot of reggae, a lot of reggae. I'm a bit of a reggae head, a little bit of a reggae head.
You like reggae a lot, don't
Yeah,
you?
I was watching Caribana.
bit
We were
of
checking
You have a
reggae.
phase where you go through one genre at a time.
Yep. Like just a couple of months
Last week was
ago.
Michael Jackson.
Last week, straight Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I
This
don't
week is
blame
what?
you. I don't blame
This
you.
week I've just
Straight
been listening to New York drill, and then Afrobeats and reggae in general have just been there, especially soca since Caribana is coming out.
Ah, okay.
There's been a lot of soca as
All
well.
right, little soca heads,
Yeah.
little Cass, little Marshall.
Are you going to Banner?
No, because I have to see all of you there.
What do you
one
mean,
time,
all of you there?
Let me tell you.
Have
Let
you
me tell
been
you a
to
story. Let
Banner?
me tell you a story. So one time when I was teacher, I decided to play mass in Toronto. Never again. Never
many
again.
students did you see?
Never again.
Oh my
What do you
gosh!
mean? It was like, Miss Matt, can I catch a bubble? Get out of here!
There's
Get
no
out of
way.
here!
No way!
No. So
No, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy.
No. So not doing that again.
That's crazy.
Not
That's
doing that
crazy.
again.
That's crazy.
Not
Oh
doing
my
that again.
gosh.
Right? But I was,
That's
that
actually
was
crazy.
that was the younger years, right? And can you imagine? Can you imagine going down and seeing your principal in like?
Asking for a vote. Nah,
I would
bro.
laugh. I would laugh. If I see my
No,
principal.
I'm not doing
laughing,
that.
I'm
I'm not.
I'm asking you, what are you
doing
doing here
that.
first? First of all, I'm
Yeah.
asking you, what are you doing
What are
here?
you doing?
What are you
here, Miss
doing here, Miss
Mac?
Mac?
Doing
What do you?
that.
This is what you do with your time?
Right? No.
It's summertime. This is your
No.
spare time. You can go somewhere else.
No,
Here,
no,
Toronto
no.
and Banner.
Not
Toronto at
doing
Banner.
that.
Like-
Not doing that.
What
No
what
more.
what parade did you play? Not parade, but like what
What
band did you
band?
play? Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
because there's a lot.
Yeah, I know, but
Every
it's
year
a,
there's
it's
some
a
new one.
well-known one.
Tribal.
No, not tribal. Call some other ones.
I don't remember all of them.
Tribal's like the big. Hold, let me search
No,
it
I
up.
just
no,
remember
not
all of them wear
tribal.
feathers and
Not
stuff.
tribal.
There's
all I
different
remember.
colors.
There's like a
I
blue
can't.
one.
I can't remember.
Do you remember what color it was? though?
Pink.
It was pink.
I still have
There's
it.
a lot. There's pink, yellow, green.
Yeah, I saw
It was
orange.
pink at the
today. I saw a
time.
lot of
I can't
orange.
remember who I jumped with at the time.
Band names. Let's see.
It was
names.
long. It was long. It's a well-known one though. Very popular. Very
Yo,
popular.
Back when you were vice principal here, right?
Yeah.
I think my aunt was here at the time. She was one of the students, and that was one of the reasons I ended up coming to Ajax High School because she said that you were probably coming back to be a principal.
Yeah.
So
Who was your auntie?
do you know Esther Booth?
Yes, that's your auntie.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's like really, she's basically like an older sister. She's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
years
I
older than me.
remember Esther.
Wait, your
Oh,
auntie's
that's
your
so
sister?
nice.
What?
She's like my sister, basically.
Yeah.
So how far is the age gap?
Like 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, it's about
Sister.
right. That's about right.
Oh, my bad. I forgot the
That's
the
about
mic.
right. You're just getting used to it.
Yeah.
What made you want to come to Ajax to be principal though? Like there's so many schools, but like Ajax.
Yeah.
Better
Because at the
schools,
time the
too.
reputation was probably terrible,
That's
wasn't it?
why.
Because the reputation.
Oh, you wanted to fix it up?
You want to
Mhm.
give yourself a challenge.
Yep.
That makes
Mm.
sense.
I always like a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I love a challenge.
I thought ND and Pickering were just as bad though at the time. Weren't
Were
they
they?
just as bad?
I don't know.
The school's been around for a long time. My sister used to go here.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. 1965?
Whatever it says on the front.
Yeah. 56, 65?
Whatever it says on the front.
It's like
Exeter
65
High,
years.
Exeter High.
It's like 65 years old. Yeah, I came back because I didn't like the way the school's reputation was being destroyed in the community.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
When I was vice principal here, loved my time here. And the school was changing even back then. So I was here 2011 to 2014. And the school was changing a lot then. And so after I left for about 3 years, I did another job, but this was still one of my schools, right? I got promoted, but this was still one of my schools. So I was following all of the stuff that was going on for those 3 years when I wasn't here. And it hurt me because I had just left it in good shape. Right?
And then you come back to
And so
Terrible everything's just gone wrong.
and I don't want to. I don't want to say it was terrible, but it
Not how you left it.
No, exactly. It didn't. It wasn't how I left it, and it's not as though this was a bad school or there were bad students here. No. And the staff it was great. So there was not. It wasn't about that, but something went wrong in those 3 years, and I knew that I could come back and fix it. And I've been here for 5 years. And what do you think? Has it changed?
It's been nice. I liked it here.
So you've been here since
the way people
came.
put Ajax out there, like how it's a terrible school, it's bad, you don't want to go there, but like came here, it's
First
completely
year
different
was
from how
so
they
much
say it.
fun.
That's
So
right.
much fun. There was a
There's
hub.
stuff to do.
There's PlayStation.
Right,
there's
remember the
stuff,
hub used to be, like,
events.
A lot of schools
Right.
don't
It
have
was
any
so
events like March
nice.
Madness.
Right?
After
Other
school
schools are
stuff.
asking us how we got that PlayStation.
Right?
They're asking, how you get a PlayStation in your school?
What's
And
March
so
Madness?
That's a
Like,
big deal to me, right? Like I've been working for 5 years to try and change the face of Ajax in the community, which is part of the reason why I want to make sure that we're putting out positive messages. But how do we sell it now as a place that is not like what people are saying, a place of the past? You know what I mean? Like people are still thinking it's that school from 5 years ago, but it's not that place anymore. So what do we do to convince people that there's so much more?
I
than
feel
what
like
they
the
think?
events that we've been doing recently really changed the image of Ajax. Because not
That's-
that many schools are doing anything.
I
really.
know.
especially the March Madness. That was actually a lot.
That
of
was a
And the
good
stuff
thing.
that's
That-
coming up, like
yeah.
my movie / arcade. If you guys are watching this, you guys can buy tickets. Only 70 people can watch. There's gonna be PlayStation 5 and a Nintendo Switch. Don't do ping pong tournament. That's whack.
That's not nice.
That's whack.
And
Ping pong tournament's whack.
I also remember
Adam.
a couple years ago, back when I was in grade 8, I went to a program and you came in there to do a presentation
Yes.
about how you're coming to Ajax High School and you're gonna change how the scene is.
You
And
remember that?
Yeah, and I remember you said that you wanted to change how the school's reputation was and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you come to Cataract as well?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You
I
didn't come to Royal
did.
Missioner.
I did. And I came.
You didn't come to Royal Missioner
No, I didn't, because Michener was not one of my schools at the time. That didn't happen until
in grade 8.
2 years later. No. Michener was not a school for Ajax. It changed during the time I was here, and it became one of the schools that pumped into here. So I would never have
Makes
come
sense.
there. But I went to those schools for exactly that reason, because I wanted people to see, because we were getting a lot of concerns from a couple of the schools in particular. They were making different choices. So I went to those schools in particular, again, to try and market and promote and make sure that people saw the face of what I thought was the new Ajax, right? A return
Yeah.
to greatness. And I think we're getting there.
Yo, bro, why you touching my leg?
I need for people to show that our school has so much to offer, and it's not what people describe it as in the community. You know what I mean? I really want that.
And it's been working. It's been working.
That's good. That's what I want to hear, right? And to me, the voice of the students and the impact that the feedback I get from students is what matters to me the most, right? Yeah. So if you feel that this space is positive and promote success for you, then that's what I want to know, right? Because then I'm going to keep doing the things that I've tried to do. Because if it's having an impact on you, then perfect. Then it's working, right? So more of that. Any feedback, suggestions that you have around things that you think we should be doing, then you just gotta let me know.
Let's get juicy for a second. Will Smith.
Oh, you want to talk about the
Will
awards?
Smith.
Let's talk about
I want
it.
to talk about Will
Let's
Smith.
talk about the Academy
Let's talk
Awards,
about
because
it.
I want to get your perspective.
Oh man.
Okay,
Okay.
first of all, what do you think? Who do you think was right?
No, I
Who do you
What
think
do you
was
mean?
right?
No.
no. So that's a difficult one because there's so many pieces to this.
Okay, put all the
right?
pieces together. Who do you feel was
Chris Rock was wrong.
Yes.
He was
Wait.
wrong
Yes.
because, yeah, he's a comedian. He knew
Exactly.
about her medical condition.
Exactly.
It was
True.
public. It's not like it was private information, right? He knew.
Mm-hmm.
It was wrong of you to go up there and make a joke about something that she can't control,
Yeah.
True.
right? 2, Will Smith. Should he have gone up there and
Slap the
made
Slap Chris
that
Rock silly.
decision?
life out
Made
of
him
him.
almost do a backflip.
No. That I can't get down with that violence. That
mean, like,
that
True.
choice.
She gave him a look. She was probably thinking like, Tupac would have done something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But like,
August, you know.
Maybe.
All of them would have done something.
Maybe. It could very well be that she gave him a look and like,
He
he
had to
felt
do
like he
something.
needed to step up or do something. I don't
Mhm.
know.
And then-
But
But the crazy part is she
unfortunately-
came out and said that she didn't want Will Smith to do anything about it. Basically, she said that kind of.
Yeah.
She
What
said that
else,
she could
what,
stand
what
up
else
for
is she
her.
going to say?
I don't know.
Well, what
That's
was
her
what is she
marriage.
going to say? Yeah, I made him do it. I support him. She no, because the repercussions and fallout as a result of this have been great,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And then
Will Smith had to resign or give up his membership to the Academy. What's going to be the fallout of that? Yeah,
Yeah, but
He's
like,
that was
after
probably
that
the right
slap-
move, right?
Mhm.
Did you watch his speech after the apology
yeah,
and all
after
of
the
that?
slap, Twitter just blew up.
Of
That was
course.
the most engagement they ever had.
Of course it
Ever.
did.
I
At
seen,
first, I was wondering, is this like a stunt?
I thought
Yeah.
Because I was watching it. Did you watch it live? Like I
Yeah.
was watching it
Nah,
live.
I woke up to it.
Oh, I was
Same.
watching it live in the moment. I'm like, what's happening
Did
here?
your jaw drop like when you see?
It did.
I woke up.
It did.
I woke up. I went on Instagram.
I didn't
My
believe it at
page is
first.
just flooded with Will Smith. I'm like, hold on, let me go check
Yeah.
Twitter.
Memes were
Twitter
crazy.
These are wild.
Okay,
Those are
but let me
crazy.
add another element into here because I was talking about this in another class, a grade 10 English class, because they were having this debate about whether or not do you agree with the actions?
Mhm.
But here's the other piece, right? These are 2 black males
Yeah.
on a very public live broadcast national stage. What does that say? What's the impact to the community
Mhm.
when you have 2 notable black men,
A-class celebrities
right?
Hitting each other.
Carrying on like that.
hitting each other, almost making the other
Right?
one do a backflip.
You know what I mean?
TV.
So what message does that send to the community, to young people, right? To whoever, to the people who are there in the audience, to the watchers, like what is that what is that signal does that send to them? What message does that send, especially in this time of anti-black racism and
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So that's the part that really touched me. I was like, you black man, you can't go up there and be carrying on like that. You're supposed to be role models.
The craziest part of the whole situation, Chris Rock didn't even write the joke.
That,
he didn't even make the joke. The writers made the joke, and he just had to say
No.
whatever the writers gave him in a
Seriously?
funny way.
And then he had a show the next week, and then it was brought
Wow,
up, and he said,
yeah.
"I'm not even gonna come up here and talk about
Yeah,
that."
I read that. He was at his Boston
then-
show or something, and someone made a comment,
Mm.
and it was the most attendance he's had. Like ticket sales just went through the roof
Best
for
thing that
his
could happen to
tour,
both of them.
right?
He got a lot of money for that. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was inappropriate, uncharacteristic of Will Smith, quite in character for Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that was quite in character for
And I
Chris
heard they were
Rock.
pretty good
Unprofessional
friends
too.
too.
Was that professional?
Unprofessional.
It was unprofessional.
Good input, Makai. Good input.
Absolutely. And so those are the kind of things, like when you look at that, it was unfortunate. It's going to have serious ramifications for Will Smith.
But like he won the Oscar.
Yeah, I heard
mean,
the
what can you
Academy
really
didn't even
say?
try to remove him out of the.
No,
plays
they
after.
let him talk. Like he talked and he was
They let
crying.
him do whatever he
and
wanted.
no,
Yeah.
but it's going to have repercussions to him in future opportunities. 100%.
Scaring the money away.
100%. Like
Yeah.
think about it. Like how many directors, media companies are going to want to.
Disney's not gonna want to do nothing with him.
Like, you know what I
True,
mean? Like,
yeah.
attach themselves to him after this public spectacle.
Like if he was like a not
don't
famous,
know.
if he wasn't famous, maybe it would be justifiable. But like since he's like
Maybe.
so known and he has like
Companies
companies coming after him wanting to do deals with him and all of that,
It's hard
it
to
was not
agree
smart.
with
But
it,
like you
yeah.
know,
the impact, I think, to
in
him
the
is gonna
moment
be
it was
great.
in the moment it was like positive impact for him. But like after people continued talking about it, they just like figured out that he was in the wrong. the whole thing.
I do feel for him. I feel for both of them. It's going to have impact to both of them. And I feel for them, right? And this is the thing, sometimes we make very impulsive decisions about stuff and we do things in the moment without thinking, and then we have to suffer the consequences. This is what I try to get across to kids all the time when we're together, right? About thinking before you act and make a decision, because there are repercussions to those decisions, consequences, right?
Yeah.
Very true.
Come on. All right, we got to wrap this up now. It's been 40 minutes. We've been talking here for 40 minutes.
Oh, it's
So
good, though.
thank you
That's
for Miss
cool.
Mac for taking her time out of
Yeah.
her day to come do this interview or podcast.
Thank you.
Last question, actually. Thoughts
to
on
me.
NFOF?
Talk to me. What?
Thoughts on
I
NFOF?
don't think that's the question.
So-
this is off the top, bro.
I
You still
have
NFOF.
been championing NFOF to lots of people, actually.
Mhm.
Quite proud.
Because some
except
teachers
for
not
the
rocking with
nonsense,
us.
Except for the nonsense.
Some teachers not rocking
Except
with
for the
us.
These guys are
nonsense.
hooligans. I see them
Except for the
Who-
nonsense.
who's
falling
these
asleep in
guys?
class.
Right?
and stuff.
Not
This
me.
is sad.
Not
Yeah,
I.
but
not I.
you're
Not I.
appealing to your masses, but it's about branding,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
I applaud you for your entrepreneurial spirit. I 100% applaud you, and I support, which is why I'm here, right? I think it's important to cultivate creativity in students, and as long as there's going to be a mutual respect and honor
Yeah.
between the work that's being done, right?
Yes.
Everyone gains something out of it.
Well, this is it, right? I respect the efforts, I respect the approach, I respect the creativity, and I want to support it all the time, every time. Right?
Mhm.
So one last question: Are
Yeah.
you subscribed to NFOF?
I am.
You are subscribed.
I
Come on,
am.
Adam. She's seen you get rocked.
I am.
I stood off for that.
You get Chris. Yeah, we gonna get you on. You gonna be the guest, and we gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you can. Hey, the founder of NFOF. That'd be a great podcast.
Whoa!
Let's do it right on off the
I don't know about
top.
the founder. I don't know about the
founder.
founder.
Okay.
We could get into detail about that. We can get
Pretty
detail.
sure.
All right, that camera is dead. We need to.
All right, so we done.
So thank you for Miss Mac for coming out, spending her time.
And stay
new
tuned.
Channels support us off the top. Support both channels. NFOF. We got our host here. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. We'll have more stuff like this on the way.
Probably one every week.
Yep. At least one on
Different
one
guest every week.
We might have 2 a week starting soon. And yeah, let us know who you want us to have next.
And thank you, Miss Mac, for being our guest star for this podcast.
you
Yeah.
are welcome.
To
My
start it all
pleasure.
off.
My pleasure.
Uh-huh.
And she started off with a bang too. This is a pretty good
Yes, it
discussion.
was-
My pleasure. I know. The
Quite
conversation
fast.
was just live. We just did it.
Yeah.
So thank you. I enjoyed it immensely.
Especially the Banner story. That was hilarious. that was
was
hilarious.
That one you can cut out though. You can cut the banner
That
story
was
out.
hilarious.
That might get us some views. I don't know about cutting that out. We might need that. New channel. Title: Miss Mac Caribana? Question mark?
No, no.
Look at Mr.
Don't forget to subscribe to Off
be
the
the game.
Top.
Thank
subscribe
you. Yes,
to Off
you hear
the
it.
Top, the new podcast channel.
NFOF2.
Look out for more and support the work. Support the
Ajax High
work.
too.
Right?
Not just us.
It's a good thing.
Change the
support the
name.
work.
Send your kids here. Kids could be here.
All right.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah, see? Told you podcast. Great idea.
You did it right. Like
Yeah.
conversation style. You did it right. That was good.
First one.